Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Wolverine Deadpools, issue number 2 of 3, apparently, because it says the next issue is going to be concluded. And it's an interesting, way to end the story, I guess. Anyway, let's get talking about who made this comic book. We're going to move on from there. Writer is Cody Ziegler. The artist, Roge Antonio. The color artist is Guru FX, and VC's Travis Lanham on letters. Cover art by Alessandro Capuccio and Marty Gracia. A couple of variant covers out there. Actually, it looks like a couple. There's two. And yeah. So this was, and it doesn't say anywhere. Hey, how come it doesn't say Deadpool was created by Rob Liefeld? Look, I'm not here to... Yes, I am. Dude, what's up? How come sometimes they do that and sometimes they don't? Gotta have a conversation with somebody. Anyway, this was all right as far as the book is concerned. Apparently, Deadpool has super speed whenever Ellie calls him. Like, zoom. I almost expect to see smoke behind him. But anyway, this was... so the Shadow King is giving more of his plans. He's saying, Ellie is perfect even though her powers are reduced. She's perfect for me to enter her because things. And Shadow King just seems campy. That's the problem with these Deadpool books. Everyone who's in the book is going to wind up looking campy in some regard or another. Lady Deadpool is actually the one who came out the least campy in all of this. Actually, she didn't come across as campy in this particular issue. Go figure. Anyway, just wait until next issue. I'm sure all the freaking chains are going to be unhooked in that one. But I don't know. I never really get into these books, anything with Deadpool. I know there are people who love Deadpool, and I can see why. I really can. But let me know what you think about this. Should Deadpool honestly just be his own universe? I mean, his own world, like anybody who shows up is just there's Deadpool world and then there's the characters in Deadpool, because nothing is serious in any way, shape, or form. At one point, Ellie goes and pulls out a shield, one of the Taskmaster shields, but with a superimposed like tramp stamp tattoo, ink tattoo or whatever, something like that of, the Deadpool core on the front. And she's like, one of the benefits of having all these pouches and some stolen Pym particles. Like, come on, seriously? Come on. There was a funny part where she goes and says, Deadpool saying, I'm going to send you right back home if you're going to give me a hard time. And she says, oh, you don't think I'm just going to plort back here as soon as I possibly can? And Deadpool says, how dare you use teleportation automatopoeias with me? It's like, okay, that was, it brought a smile, a little smirk with a bit of a chortle, all right? Like, what is this? What's going on here? They pull out the X Factor suits. Remember Wolverine X Factor? And at one point, Deadpool and Laura both had it also. Well, apparently Laura decided to sit down and... Laura, the wannabe Wolverine, is sitting down sewing, apparently, a whole new X-Force Wolverine suit, or X-Pool Deadpool suit for Ellie. Come on. What are we doing? Who else does she have one for? Does she have one for me in there? Like, the red eyes look kind of cool, I'm just saying. Yeah, this, you can't take any of this stuff seriously. So at the end of the day, I know these books, these Deadpool, anything with Deadpool in it, for the most part, is going to be for the Deadpool fans. Because this doesn't help Wolverine, either of them, in any way, shape, or form. It really just doesn't. They're only for Deadpool. I really just don't think you can have a Deadpool and somebody else comic. Even if the other person's name is first, Wolverine and Deadpool, it's still going to be a Deadpool comic book because he's going to do silly things, whatever. Even with when he had him with Black Panther, I knew you're trying to make a bullet out of vibranium, and they're just beating him up and stuff like that, and they're fighting yeah, because that's the way Black Panther acts, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I try. I'll read the next issue just to see how it ends, just because of whatever. Maybe it'll change my mind. I'm really hoping it does. But Deadpool is purposefully written as such a clown by pretty much everybody. I don't know. I really do try, and it's just one of those things. I don't really get the humor. I don't get why it's so cool, especially when it's bringing down other. If it was just him by himself, cool. I'm mostly okay with it. That one Deadpool series, for crying out loud, Dugan by Gary Dugan. Was it Gary? Anyway, maybe I just went and saw Superman again yesterday. So Gary, number 4. But anyway, Dugan. His was actually pretty good. I was surprised how good it was, but for the most part, just way too silly for me. Can't take it. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. Yeah, I'm not going to bereave this anymore. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Like the video, watch an ad. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.